Hi guys, this is Ravensleep45 and welcome back to FGO NA, and today we're still continuing with Meihousou Most Foul, Section 8. So last time, Salazar had a flashback when he was in the storehouse, and thanks to that, I was thinking maybe he actually remembered his true identity, not the character he's portraying, but we will see once we progress here. And we're fighting against a rider, so looks like I'm gonna bring Isa for this one. Okay, it's a good thing I can actually use my own support now. Let's see, go up here. I could use Grave since I just recently got her, but I need to show more love to Izo. Go to Assassins. Where's Izo? Come here, Izo. And switch this to this. Now, I want to remove you for a caster, especially maybe Tomamo, so he can support him. Boom, boom, boom. Switch that crap as an out. Let's see. What do I want? Preferably something that can increase her MP gauge per turn, which would be nice, but I don't think the fight will go that long, so put that there. Of course, have Merlin there, as he... well, not Merlin, Waver. As for your craft essence... actually, this is probably fine. It has increased art effectiveness and MP gain by 10%, so it's pretty good, so he can keep spamming his MP. As for backup servants, not really need to worry about anything. I'll probably just put Hercules and another servant to raise their bond. Hercules there. Back row. And I want to change the craft essence, so that way you can get more bond points. Where is that bond up? CE. Where is it? Ah, here. Put that there. And lastly, Mosh. I'll keep her here. What else do I need to put here? I guess I can put the master, what do you call this? Master experience up. Since I don't know what else to put here. Alright, so we got all these all set up. I'm not sure who is the unknown servant in the support list, but where it is, I'm not sure I'm actually going to use them in this fight. We'll see. And that should do about everything. Alright. Let's do this, Izo. Let's see what kind... I'm pretty sure we're fighting against Ryoma, if anything else. Meihousou Most Foul, at the end of memory. This place seems much bigger than it needs to be. That's partly because there's also an emergency shelter here. One never knows when one might need it. We're prepared for anything here. We have food, medicine alike, in ample supply. I see, so where is this medicine we need? I think it was on this shelf. Oops. There goes the bottle. Now. Perfect timing. I do say so myself. My head. Salazar, what's wrong? I just remembered. That's it, Salazar. Now get into assassin mode. Wait, something's not right. Are you alright, Salazar? That's not my name! Whoa, how dare you! Ah! A truly riveting performance, but I think he's taking it a bit too far, as though he's truly lost his mind. Method actors. What? Forget his mind, he's lost his freaking humanity! Can't you tell? His spirit's origin is falling apart, like a house of cards! He's practically a goddamn venture spirit now! Oh my, that won't do at all. Then it is time to this great detective brought this case to a close. No, this is still my scene! Leave him to me! All you need to concern yourselves with is capture my glorious combat prowess on film. But this great detective needs to... Sorry, Birdbrain. You snooze, you lose. I'm gonna see how this goes like a punch in the face and getting roasted alive. Dead. Whatever. How very sad. Oh, Tristan, you'll get your shine again, eventually. And we're gonna get this vengeful ghost. And he only has 8,000 HP. This will be easy for Izo. Alright, Izo. Even though this only works on humanoids, but the critical will probably be helpful. If it doesn't have any crit stars to work with. Honestly, I really wish his third skill also dropped him crit stars, so he'll absorb all the stars and generate some. Like, well then again, it's on the 3-turn cooldown, it'll probably make the skill very broken, but honestly it's broken as it is, there's only like a 3-turn cooldown. Okay. Alright, Izo. Let him rip! Goodbye! Didn't stand a chance. Salazar! Snap out of it already! My apologies. I don't know what came over me. What the hell, Salazar? You're turning a goddamn monster! What gives? Inoctory on the Unster May? What the hell are you talking about, Moriarty? So you finally settled down. Good. I am surprised that Canon's sound affected you so dramatically. You must have been through something exponentially traumatic. You could say that. It was the cannon blast that killed me. That explains a lot, because what killed you will probably have scarred you in your next life. At least now I finally introduced myself properly. My name is Bartholomew Roberts. Oh, the famous pirate? I never have guessed it, since you're so different from the other pirates we know, like, you know, Blackbeard, Drake, and Custer Columbus. All those three pirates in particular. You're like so formal compared to the three of them. I am delighted to hear that a lady with such beautiful hidden eyes say so. Well, drat! We finally figured this out so much sooner if we only had a Blackbeard to take a look. Oh, well. I recall Sir Blackbird saying he doesn't look like the other faces closely enough to tell them apart. Ugh. So the old bastard's there too? Huh. I know even I can say it now how unlikely it is, but I hope he hasn't been causing you too much trouble. On behalf of pirates and dashing men everywhere, I apologize for his entire existence. Ouch. It would be one thing if times were peaceful, but under the current circumstances, at any rate, there's nothing we can do about it now. Oh, and there he goes. Bartholomew? It looks like you're... Please don't worry your beautiful head about me, milady. This dashing man was fated to disappear, along with this singularity anyway. Even now, he's trying to sell us on how dashing he is. Maybe that sort of bluster is what I've been lacking. My spirit origin has always been like an ember on the verge of flickering out. It just happens to exhaust what little I have left in that battle. There is no need for you to concern yourself, Master. So this is where we part ways. It was enjoyable while it lasted, but for Bartholomew... Master, I can't tell how grateful I am to you for giving me a new role to play when I have nothing to look forward to but disappearing. I am so sorry my leaving you like this will only make things harder for you. Forgive me for leaving in the middle of all this. Oh, Bartholomew, things can't be helped, especially if we have to take you down to free you from your predicament. By the way, about the lovely lady with the beautiful bangs. You mean Mosh? You realize there's more to Mosh than her bangs, right? Dot. I'm sorry for being so crude. I wish I could stick around to see this film completed. So if anything, I really regret not being able to do so. If ever I see you again, I hope you show it to me. Well, farewell everyone! Farewell, beautiful lady with hidden eyes. Well, see you, Bartholomew. I'm pretty sure we'll see you real soon in the next couple of singularities. Salazar, I mean, Bartholomew. What is your obsession with my eyes being hidden anyway? I don't know, it's probably his fetish. That's your first question? Don't worry about it, Mosh. You're better off not knowing. Now that you have formed a connection with him, he's bound to come back sooner or later. Anyway, now what do we do? Good question. I'm not sure there is anything we can do that he disappeared. This is indeed quite a pickle. I'm sure we managed to record Salazar losing his mind and attacking Vargas. Well, that really did happen. If we edit it well enough. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that will be sufficient. There is no way to film the story we originally envisioned without a scene where Salazar reveals his true identity and motive. At best, it would just be a muddled mess of our audience. What should we do about the last half of the scene, where he turns into a vengeful spirit? Something symbolism, I guess. Very well then, we shall just have to come up with a different climax. If only there was If only were that easy. We already filmed the scene with Salazar and Vargas going to look for the medicine in the storehouse. With the two-person going in and the only one coming out, it only stands to reason that Vargas killed Salazar. What was that? Well, technically I suppose Vargas did kill him. We could always just leave the scene out, of course, but that presents us with another problem. Right, it'd be very strange for Salazar to suddenly turn up dead or just disappear from the film. However, we do have a scene where Salazar and Vargas hit each other at the same time. If we made it so that Salazar inflict a fatal wound on Vargas, and Vargas summoned up his last of his strength to take Salazar down with him, resulting in both of their deaths. I think that may give us the most options for continuing the story naturally. How does that sound? Interesting, so my choices are to become the villain or exit the movie for good. This is a pickle. Well, logically, both Vargas and Salazar would have died here. Unfortunately, there is no time for any reshoots. We simply have to use the footage we already have. Right. Murasaki doesn't seem like to wake up anytime soon, or our top priority is to finish the movie. So... I never even considered that. My role might end up like this. But, very well. As Miles said, finishing the movie comes first, so I will accept Vargas' death. Besides, Izuzo and Adrena haven't been getting enough screen time anyway. Examining the crime scene should be a perfect opportunity for them. We should be able to fake Salazar's corpse with a mannequin or a leftover outfit from the dressing room. Oh, as for Vargas, you can simply lay on the floor and pretend to be dead, Pharaoh. To think my final scene will involve my playing a dead body. Amusing! This is most amusing. It seems nothing ever quite goes as planned in the making of a movie. What should we say when they're examining the bodies? I'm not coming up with anything. You and Tristan there should figure something out while we get ready to shoot. We can save the reasoning that Salazar turned into Vargas for the conclusion. At worst, we can always chalk it up to somehow being the true culprit all along. Easy for you to say your character is dead. As long as it doesn't turn out Mikhail was actually alive the whole time, I can always get away with saying whatever I want. You probably should keep your mouth shut on that one. You just shoot yourself on the foot. Now things could work out so that you end up getting blamed for all the crimes. At any rate, we need to get back to filming. Come on now everyone, let's do our best to finish strong. Finish strong indeed. What was that? Wherever it was really loud. Thank goodness you're alright, Elise. Everyone, come quick! We found Vargas and Salazar in the storehouse. Dead! Vargas? He's dead? No way! We should go and see for ourselves. You can grieve for your friend with afterwards. And there they are. Vargas! This can't be happening! They're both dead. It looks like they killed each other. Which one of them attacked first? Vargas would never have ambushed anyone. It looks like you're right. Vargas bled out from a wound on his back. Salazar must have attacked him from behind. He probably meant to kill Vargas with one strike and hide the body somewhere. But he obviously failed, leaving Vargas with just enough strength to strike back. Nobody could have taken Vargas down in a fair fight, not even if they were 3 against 1. He must have known he wasn't going to make it, so he makes sure to take Salazar down with him. It looked like they knocked over a bottle of volatile chemicals during their fight. That almost certainly the cause of the explosion we heard. Salazar must already known he couldn't talk his way out of it. We could have interrogated them and gotten to the bottom of this a lot faster if just one of them had survived. ... So what are you thinking, Isidro, aka Tristan? What's wrong, detective? You haven't said a word. Mr. Poguli is also known as Isidro the Sleeper because he always gets quiet whenever he's considering evidence. Kinda like the stupid Kogoro from Detective Conan. Man. It's true, even as we speak, my mind is evaluating all possibilities at a dazzling pace. Did you say you were known as Isidro the Reaper before? Yeah, like what's the name change? Hypos and Thanatos are said to be brothers. Thus, my Sleeper and Reaper personas are two sides of the same coin. Ugh! Whatever! Just stop bragging and tell us what you figured out already. I can't. Not when the culprit is listening. Oh, then you say one of us is the culprit? I will leave that to your imagination. For now, all can I say is this. There's no case so inscrutable that I, Isidro Poguli, cannot solve it. You may sit back and rest assured that I will have matters well in hand. Alright then. They do say every good story needs surprises, but usually a story is more than just a series of plot twists and shocks. If only Sir Bartu hadn't disappeared. Good grief! It looks like we might just have to come up with an ending for this story after all. Then we better stock up our pens and papers while we have the chance. Quite honestly, I much prefer the case arrive at a natural conclusion themselves. Hey Holmes, there's something that's been nagging me for a while now. And what might that be? Instead of going at Hokusai for the painting, would it have been better to start by asking Moriarty? I beg your pardon? Like you said yourself, Murasaki's condition was an unfortunate accident. So since Moriarty didn't do anything wrong this time, you could have easily have asked him since he had to have been there too. Oh, that kinda makes sense. But he could have easily done it, we don't know at this point. I know you two are mortal enemies and everything, but in this specific instance, I don't think he has anything to hide. Well, in that case, he should have brought it up, the portrait, before we thought to investigate it. True, if he wanted the filming to go smoothly, he should have mentioned the portrait being redone in the first chance he got. I don't care for the way he holds into information while certainly waiting to see what the rest of us do without it. Even if I call him out on it, he'll just claim it slipped his mind, and that will be that. I get how you feel, Holmes, but that still doesn't explain why you didn't ask him. Fair enough, but I don't know if this will convince you, but here it is. I am a detective, so I believe I have an obligation to solve any mystery I come across. Don't know where that came from, but okay. I doubt there's any mystery you couldn't solve, but never mind that. However, there is a phase that takes place while learning about my mystery I'm about to solve. A phase where I examine all facts closely, free from preconceptions, and try to notice anything that seems out of place. In meticulously questioning everything, the relevant facts comes to light, and the mystery reveals itself. So you're saying your approach revolves around careful examination and questioning what you observe. Right! But on the flip side, it also means that one cannot engage with a case without such examination and attended suspicion. And when it comes to preventing a detective from seeing matters clearly, and therefore suspecting them, there is no criminal more devious than James Moriarty. Wait, really? How does that work when having him just being around makes everyone naturally suspicious? There is no such thing as being too suspicious. You see, it makes it difficult to determine how much one should suspect another thing, ultimately making it impossible to focus on one proper issue in this case. I'm certain the whole reason he was able to rule the underworld for so long is because he made sure to never be anything that would arouse suspicion. In the 19th century London, he would dispense his criminal scheme to others while erasing all traces of his presence from their surroundings. He ruled his network like a spider waiting in the middle of its webs, like all remaining completely out of sight. If nothing else, it was an impressive feat. It even took me some time to be certain of my suspicions were correct. Not to mention a painful sacrifice. I would know. His presence was really that invincible? Huh. It would be easy to interrogate him now, but in doing so would also be showing my hand as my own method of thinking and questioning. Given that there is no telling where he and I might have been on the opposite sides again, I prefer to give him a few opportunities as possible to learn how I think. So if I'm going to investigate a case he's involved in, my only choice is to discover the core mystery while remaining as hands-off as I can. So he doesn't want Moriarty to learn how he thinks, huh? Or maybe not just Moriarty. Never mind. Basically you're saying it is your examination and suspicion that lets you see a mystery before you. And if you have neither, there is no mystery. So we have arguably the world's greatest detective in the pillion of crime. Talk about a complicated relationship. Yeah. Complicated is an understatement. Oh, if it isn't Mr. Tristan, how can we help you? I was hoping you could tell me something, Sir Holmes. Okay. How exactly does a detective, detect? I'm afraid I have arrived at the realization that I have no idea how to be a great detective, only after I went and declared that my character was one. Now, I don't know what to do. God damn it. I see. Well, you asked a very fundamental question. I only accepted this role because I thought following the Murasaki Tsubu script will make me look so good. But now I'm a complicated loss for words, and all I can do now is stand around like a scarecrow. No, it's even worse than that. At least scarecrows have some use, even if it's only keeping crows at bay. I am so sad right now. A scarecrow, huh? I have to remember that one. This is hardly funny. The way this film is going, my scarecrow impersonation might well be preserved for prosperity forever. I don't even want to think about how Sir Bedivere would have pitied me if he saw me like that. I see. Very well, Mr. Tristan. I understand your concerns. But to be quite honest, my particular brand of deduction is rather beyond your abilities. But to be honest, my particular brand of deduction is rather beyond your abilities. Ouch. Then that's just honest, it's brutal. Now, don't misunderstand. I'm still prepared to give you advice. All I mean is that my deductions are ill-suited to puzzle whose solutions are unknown. I'm not keen at filling in the bits in the middle. It's a matter of aptitude. I see. Never mind him. That's just his poor attempt at humor. I assure you, I'm quite serious. Are you sure you're quite serious, Holmes? Like, your expression right now doesn't seem to be serious. Now then, Mr. Tristan, what sort of deductions would you like me to make? I'd like them to make everyone go, of course! Now it makes all sense, in admiration. And I have them simulate as Sir Tristan, the smartest and most handsome knight of the round table. That's asking too much, Tristan. Just accept the fact that Holmes is helping you with this this scene is good enough, so don't just push it. Nothing too spectacular. That sounds like quite a tall order for one thing, and the round table is a home to the greatest many handsome knights. We knights always strive to be the best in everything we do. Having a mind as sharp as the teeth of the Carabrog is but one of many examples. But unfortunately, as I said, I don't know the first thing about playing a detective, so I'm at a loss. Try turning your assumptions in their ear, Mr. Tristan. Decide what your goal is first, and then find a path towards it. What do you mean by that? He means a plot in which a foregone conclusion. Once you know how it ends, all you need to do is come up with a story that fits it. Precisely! First, decide on a truth that you would like to see. The more interesting, the better, in this case. Next, find all the clues that support that truth, and then simply set aside any that do not. This should lead you to the truth sufficiently compelling for your audience to ignore any loose threads you may leave, or may have. Of course, it would be a severe problem if the police or district attorney handled the investigation this way, but since it's just for a movie where there's nothing but entertainment at stake, it should be fine. I see. Thank you, Holmes. This has been a revelation. I now know exactly what I have to do. Come up with a shocking and compelling truth. This explanation will simply follow that. I am not convinced. I get the feeling he could still eventually turn this thriller into a comedy. Well, if you don't mind me just rattling things off on the top of my head, I could share some ideas with you. I appreciate the offer, but as a matter of fact, I just came with a brilliant idea myself. Are you sure about that, Tristan? Is that so? I have my doubts, but alright. It's a dick move to give unsolicited criticism on someone's story. I look forward to seeing what you come up with. Not to worry. I promise I will live up to, nay, exceed your expectations. Now then, if you would excuse me. However this turns out, there's only so much we can do until Miss Murasaki wakes up. From here on, we may as well just sit back and enjoy the show. You're not wrong, but that's hell of a way of putting it. Well, however this turns out, it should be entertaining at the very least.